Welcome to our kitchen. Today we prepare a Renaissance recipe. Flavorful fritters, slightly sweet, with elderflowers. We start with the ingredients. We need both aged and fresh cheese, white wheat flour, eggs, white cane sugar, milk, and lard to fry the fritters. And then the elderflowers. We live among Romagna's hills, near Rimini, and here elder trees bloom between May and June. It depends on the elevation. In the woods and in the hedges around the fields, there are lots of elderflowers. Traditionally in Italy, we use the flowers to make fritters or a syrup, and the berries to prepare a marmalade and a juice. First, we pound in the mortar the aged cheese, and then we add the fresh cheese. We are using here an aged sheep cheese and a fresh cow cheese, but there are no directions about it in the original recipe. This recipe is part of the Renaissance cookbook Libro de Arte Culinaria, that means Book of Culinary Art, by the author Martino de Rossi, also known as Maestro Martino, the most famous cook of the 15th century. His cookbook had a great fortune throughout the Renaissance and was imitated and copied by many other cooks. Then we grind the sugar in another mortar and we add it to the mix with flour, egg whites and a little milk. Sugar was a fundamental ingredient starting from the Middle Ages. It was known also in the antiquity, but ancient Romans used honey and grape must as sweeteners. During the Middle Ages, and in particular in the Renaissance, sugar became essential for any kind of recipe, not only for sweets, but also to prepare meat, fish, cereals, and vegetables. Maestro Martino uses sugar in the same way as medieval authors, without excess. He aims at a well-balanced dish, not too sweet. We are using here white cane sugar, the variety considered of better quality by physicians and cooks. Also brown sugar existed, less expensive, but it was considered unfit for the table of a noble. Now we separate the flowers from the stems and mix them with the other ingredients. Flowers and fruits were widely used in medieval and Renaissance cuisine, generally to prepare sauces for meat dishes, fritters or soups. In this case, elderflowers are mixed with cheese to prepare a slightly sweet dish. There are other similar recipes in Renaissance and medieval cookbooks, both of fritters and soups. But any author had his own recipe, and there are many differences between the methods. We shaped the fritters with our hands, and were ready to fry them. The author recommends to deep fry the elderflower fritters with lard, butter, or oil. We chose lard, one of the most common cooking fats during the Middle Ages and Renaissance. These flavorful fritters are an amazing and unusual way to experience the ability of medieval and Renaissance cooks of turning spontaneous flowers into delicious dishes, able to enrich the flavors of a banquet. If you're interested in ancient foods and flavors, or you're just looking for unusual and delicious recipes, please subscribe our channel.